Hello everybody, my name is Airsigns and welcome back to another episode of The Forest. We are doing a public alpha version 0.38 test today, and we are on the starting screen because one of the first things that they added in this update is some new animations. So we're going to click new game here and we're going to get right on into this. Now this is going to load. They did add a bunch of new things which we're going to cover throughout this episode, and we're going to have to restart and do more tutorials on things, because they did move around several different types of tools that you can find, like the climbing axe and things like that. I'm not sure if they actually moved the climbing axe. I'll have to look into that. But they did move around some things, so just to warn you guys, things might not be where you expect them to be. But going in on this, we should be... Yep, we are. Oh, finally! They made it so it's night out. They did that again, and they added stars. I know that they added stars, and you can see it's finally night, and you can look at this. Oh, for my son Timmy. Survival book. Oh, that's the book that you had. Very nice. That's really interesting, actually. We have some turbulence. And, of course, yeah. That's gonna go down... They did a great job on this update. They did. And then there goes that half of the plane. And then I'm guessing we go down? Yep, there's the ground. Oh, shit. Okay. Hold on to Timmy. Now I want to see if it's nighttime when the guy comes and, picks you up. Yep, it's nighttime. This is what got me so interested in the game, like the fear of nighttime, and I'm glad that they've kind of added that back in the beginning cutscene. Fantastic. So they did change around the mechanics for dynamite. You can now have the option to place it on a tree. So if I could do something like this, and it's already lit, I didn't even have to light it. It will now automatically, connect to a tree, and you can see all the trees around it slowly fall because, it's dynamite. But I think it's really cool. It gives you more... You can do this with walls, too, and... Oh, God, these guys. But, you can do these with walls, and it gives you kind of more of a precise, way of dealing with, trees and stuff if you want to use dynamite to cut down trees and stuff. But yeah, I think it's a pretty cool update. So they did fix around caves some so that the collision is kind of better. They've also tweaked it so that mobs spawn in different locations than before, things like that. Like I said earlier, they moved around some of the key items and things like that in the caves. So we're gonna have to be looking for new areas for caves, and I think it's just pretty good that they kind of tweaked it, because sometimes I've actually had the issue where I've fallen through the world on several occasions in caves. So now that they've made it so that they fix the kind of collision with cave walls and things like that, and they moved around the bad guys, I think it's a great update. So another thing that you can see that they added is they kind of made a rock path. Now if I go into my, I believe it's custom buildings right here, you can see this is the rock path new building thing that they added. They also made it so that custom floors, when put on a platform, will actually be more like floors instead of, having these as a path. So I have a kind of a model here. You can kind of click and drag it to how long you want it. And let's finish it off right here. You can see it looks pretty nice. It's a nice little update that they've added to kind of, flesh things out a bit. And I think it'll do fantastic. As you guys can see up in the sky, they did reintroduce stars. Now they tried doing this but much earlier before. But I guess there was a compatibility issue, but they did add it back in. As you can see over there, the moon is starting to come out, and you can kind of see that the moon is pretty much not really even visible, because what they're doing now is they're adding it so that the moon will go through different phases. So as you can see right now, it's there's no light on it, and eventually it'll get to a full moon and a half moon and things like that, waxing moon, stuff like that. But I think this is a pretty cool update. I think they made it so that the moon is actually more kind of rendered and like, you know, more HD and stuff. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me what you guys think about the changes in the comments below. If you like my content, I'd recommend leaving a like. It really helps out my channel. If you want to see more of my content, I'd recommend subscribing. And that will be that. I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.